Alicia Andrews just showed why you never tag your girl along when sliding on your ops. The girl is already ratting the team out, especially her boyfriend. The latest video shows a nervous girl who wants all this to end and will do anything to earn her freedom back. Well, police records show that she has started talking, but there's more, including one of the killers bopping his head to a Foolio song played in court. This case keeps getting messier by the day. Female killer snitches. Jacksonville rapper Gata Zay will go down as the unluckiest, if not the dumbest, shooter in the history of gang wars. Not only did he tag his girl along for a hit, but it now seems his girl is truth-telling behind closed doors. Alicia Andrews, who is Gata Zay's girlfriend, was among the 5 arrested in connection to Foolio's murder, and it seems that she is already cracking. Her latest appearance in court has everyone already worried. From nervously biting her nails and fidgeting, it's clear that Alicia Andrews is scared. Clearly, she wasn't cut out for this life. Even her answers during the interrogation prove that she's an amateur and shouldn't be anywhere near the gang life because she may just have put the final nail in her boyfriend's coffin and earned the entire group lengthy prison sentences. Things went south in the interrogation room after she made the first rookie mistake. She answered the cops' questions. According to police documents, Alicia Andrews was shown surveillance footage during the interrogation, and she made the fatal mistake of identifying herself in all the footage she was seen in. With this information, the prosecution can now prove that she was more than 2 hours away from home in another city and was at similar locations as the murder victim. But Alicia Andrews doesn't seem like the type to go down alone. She roped her boyfriend into her mess. Apart from telling on herself, she also gave cops information about her boyfriend. According to police documents, she identified Isaiah Chance as the male driving the suspect vehicle, the Silver Cruise, which was tracking the victim's movements. Alicia Andrews realized what she did. She had just handed her boyfriend, Gata Zay, a life sentence by revealing that he was also hours away from home in a city where the murder victim also was, and admitted that he was driving one of the vehicles that were stalking the deceased rapper. For anyone who didn't know, the group traveled to Tampa in a silver Chevy Cruze and a black Chevy Impala. Gata Zay, a well-known ATK member, and Alicia Andrews drove the silver Chevy Cruze. The other car, a black Chevy Impala, was registered under Sean Gathwright's mother's name and was primarily driven by Gathwright himself. Their target, Foolio, had publicly advertised his appearances at 2 Tampa nightclubs, Teaser's Gentleman's Club, and Truth 18 nightclub via his Instagram account. This provided the perfect opportunity for the defendants to track and follow him. On the day of the murder, Gata Zay and Andrews were seen in the silver Chevy Cruze, meticulously following Foolio and his entourage. Surveillance cameras captured their every move, so Alicia Andrews' confession had directly tied her boyfriend to Tampa and placed him at the exact locations Foolio was at the day he was gunned down. It's hard to see how the rapper will get out of this one, but if you think that the snitching couldn't get any worse, Alicia told the cops that her boyfriend was using her phone to communicate with the other killers in the second vehicle. She was effectively admitting to the cops that her boyfriend was planning a murder, and with Gata Zay being charged with first-degree murder, Alicia's testimony during interrogation means he is cooked. The surveillance footage showed Gata Zay wearing a black hoodie with a distinctive red logo, making it easier for investigators to identify him later. The call detail records confirmed that Andrews' phone constantly communicated with Gathwright's phone, establishing a clear link between the 2 vehicles and their coordinated efforts. The silver Chevy Cruze and the black Chevy Impala then went to Truth 18 nightclub, where Foolio was scheduled to make another appearance. Once again, Gata Zay and Andrews were caught on surveillance video pulling into the club's back parking lot. Chance phone outside the vehicle, further solidifying their connection to the unfolding plot. And now, her confession had confirmed their speculation. However, police records revealed that Alicia denied any knowledge of the murder, but she's not a very good liar, as cops revealed that they caught her multiple times during the interrogation. One of the times she was caught lying was when she told cops that she and her boyfriend were at Teaser's Gentleman's Club and Truth 18 nightclub because they were thinking of going to party inside. She even told cops that the couple went to the club to ask how much it was to get in. However, cops used surveillance footage at the front of both clubs to prove that the 2 didn't walk up to the club entrances, but stayed at the parking lot. But this isn't the worst information Alicia Andrews gave cops. She even went ahead and placed her and her boyfriend at the exact location of the crime scene. As the night progressed, both suspects' vehicles continued to follow Foolio and his entourage, setting the stage for the tragic events that would soon unfold. As the night wore on, the defendant's sinister plan reached its deadly climax. After tracking Julio Foolio to multiple locations, the suspects followed him and his entourage to the home's 2 suites. It was here that the premeditated murder would unfold. The silver Chevy Cruze, driven by Isaiah Chance and Alicia Andrews, made 2 passes by the victims' parked vehicles before leaving the scene. This signaled the black Chevy Impala, driven by Sean Gathright and carrying Rashad Murphy and Davion Murphy, to move in for the kill. Alicia Andrews admitted that she and her boyfriend were at the crime scene when the murder happened. However, she told cops that the couple was at the crime scene but were only lost and were only using the parking lot to turn around, which would seem ridiculous to anyone. She told cops that they didn't know Foolio was at the exact location. After the murder, Alicia Andrews was caught on the Airbnb ring camera, leaving the apartment wearing the same clothing she had on during the murder, further linking her to the crime scene. Despite Alicia Andrews' snitching antics, blogs reported that she had actually backdoored the rapper immediately after it was revealed that she had been arrested. There was a rumor that she had been at Foolio's party feeding the killers information. 21-year-old Foolio murder suspect Alicia Andrews was allegedly celebrating Jacksonville rapper's birthday with him in Tampa. Told suspects Isaiah Chance and Sean Gathright his location, one post read. Some in the comment section said that this was Alicia at the party. However, this wasn't the case. Nevertheless, days later, Alicia Andrews would be handcuffed and jailed on a rainy day.
Keep walking. Now turn around. Put your hand behind your back.
Immediately after the arrest footage surfaced, fans began to predict that Alicia would fold under pressure, and they were not wrong, as Alicia Andrews was the only one who talked and linked the suspects to Foolio's murder. But what's more concerning is that she already snitched and maybe offered a deal by the feds to go all the way and spill the beans. After seeing her in court, the internet went wild and could help but speculate that she's going to crack. The chica is snitching and still about to get a life sentence, said one fan. Girl can't sit still while talking to her lawyer. She definitely told, another fan said. Ms. Andrews said, hell nah, I don't want a speedy trail. I'm trying to see who I gotta tell on to get out of this. Another one joked. But if you think that Alicia's moments in jail were wild, wait till you hear what the other killers did. Did. Foolio's killers' wild moments. Foolio's killers seem like they just don't care anymore, and their actions in court show that. Garazé seems to have given up on the case, maybe because his girlfriend is telling him to, and there's nothing he can do about it. During one of the court sessions, he was seen bobbing his head to Yungeen Ace's Who I Smoke during a court hearing.
And during a court hearing this month, Isaiah Chance appeared to be nodding along to a video posted by his gang, aimed at disrespecting Julio Foolio's gang.
The rapper seems to have thrown all caution to the wind. Maybe he has figured that his goose is cooked because all their moves were caught on 4K. The shocking story begins with a sinister plan hatched in Jacksonville, Florida, as Garazé and Sean Gathright were caught on camera loading bags full of what prosecutors say were guns and ammunition.
Carrying a bag large enough to what? Carry 2 AK-style rifles.
After following Foolio throughout the night, they all ended up outside a home 2 suites. Outside the hotel, Foolio and his entourage were kept waiting outside by the hotel staff. According to Foolio's driver, Murda 55, they were trying to check in their room but couldn't due to a glitch in the system.
We got to the hotel, went in, the rooms was already reserved, but I guess they had like a glitch in the system or something, so they ain't let us get on. So then he came back out to the car and we was just chilling.
But after Garazé and Alicia confirmed that Foolio was at the hotel's entrance, the killers made their move. However, they were caught on a Tesla camera moving into position to carry out their plan. Following Foolio's murder, the group went back to the Airbnb they had booked from June 22nd to 24. The Airbnb was equipped with a ring camera at the front door, which captured crucial footage of the suspect's movements. Garazé was seen stepping out briefly with a champagne flute in his left hand. The group was clearly drinking champagne and celebrating their success. Davion Murphy was also captured on camera carrying a bag in the parking lot. Although he did not initially exit through the front door, he returned through it, passing the ring camera. The Airbnb owner later confirmed that there was a back door with no camera, which the suspects likely used to avoid detection. Garazé and Sean Gathright were seen passing the ring camera multiple times, their movements secretly recorded. Isaiah Chance even took to Instagram to celebrate with an ominous message saying, now everybody can move on with life and focus, get a job, go back to school and be a full-time parent, 100% full-time college student, or war over with, entertainment dead. Police records also show that Rashad Murphy used Gathright Forthright's phone to send 2 separate disturbing text messages celebrating Foolio's death. The first one read, "I'm coming home, my thirst is quenched. Pop a bottle of Don Julio today, Murphy." While the second message read, "I'm coming home, my thirst is quenched. I love you, Murphy." It turns out Rashad Murphy and Davion Murphy were cousins, and their involvement in the murder was personal. It turns out that someone from Foolio's crew shot and killed Rashad's little brother. But Foolio went ahead and did something that many consider even more disrespectful. Spaz, who was shot and killed in August 2018, was Rashad's little brother and Davion's cousin, whose memory was often disrespected by Foolio in songs. In August 2018, as Spaz walked home after a game at the William Marion Raines Senior High School football stadium in Jacksonville, someone started letting off shots as people scrambled for cover. In the chaos, Spaz was shot and killed. Just days after the shooting, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office made a breakthrough. They arrested the 16-year-old suspect on charges of murder and attempted murder. The 16-year-old suspect was identified as Robert Howard, alias Kenny Caps. Kenny was initially arrested for second-degree murder in the death of Spaz and 2 counts of attempted murder for the injuries inflicted on the other victims. The case against Kenny, a member of KTA or 6 Block, started falling apart. As the case moved forward, the prosecution faced significant challenges. Despite the presence of approximately 200 people in the vicinity of the shooting, finding cooperative witnesses proved difficult. Many were reluctant to come forward, and some who initially provided statements later recanted their testimony. One key witness, who had initially identified Kenny as the shooter, later recanted her eyewitness testimony and was arrested for perjury. Another victim, who had been wounded in the shooting, also recanted his statement and refused to cooperate with the authorities. With the evidence weakened by recanted testimonies and uncooperative witnesses, the charges against Kenny were downgraded. The state attorney's office amended the charges against him to manslaughter and aggravated battery. Faced with the new charges, Kenny pleaded guilty. He was sentenced to 5 years, with credit for 3.5 years already served in jail. In addition to the prison sentence, he received 10 years of probation. But Foolio took his disrespect to a whole new level. It's alleged that he was the one who went to Spaz's grave and pissed on it. No wonder Davion and Rashad Murphy celebrated his death without remorse. However, their celebrations didn't last long. On June 26th, just 3 days after the murder, cops made some progress. Sean was arrested in a 2004 Gold 4Runner for speeding through the streets of Jacksonville. During the stop, cops detected the strong smell of weed coming from the vehicle, giving them a reason to search it. In the center console, they found a Glock 19, a semi-automatic pistol. In the back seats of the SUV, deputies uncovered several bags of ammunition, along with firearm parts and accessories. Although released, Sean was arrested barely 24 hours later at a local Jacksonville shopping center. "Driver, open the car door! Let me see your hands! Back up to the sound of my voice! Stop right there! Lift your shirt up! Turn! Do 360! While in custody, Sean tried to make a run for it in the most hilarious way. According to police records, Sean was placed in an interview room and attempted to escape custody by climbing out through the ceiling. He climbed onto a table and tried to remove the tiles from the room ceiling. Later in the day, Gadaze was also put in handcuffs.
This is Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Your front driveway. We have a warrant for your arrest. Come to your front door with nothing in your hand. All right, go to your knees. Put your hands behind your back.
But Rashad Murphy's arrest was the most dramatic. A day after the first 3 suspects were arrested, SWAT units were deployed to the Collins Preserve apartments. Reports showed that Rashad Murphy had barricaded himself inside the house with a gun to his head on FaceTime with his girl and was refusing to surrender. After a tense standoff, Rashad Murphy surrendered just after midnight, ending the dramatic operation.
FaceTime with his girl.
But the wildest moment of all is that the judge is convinced that they killed Foolio and has refused to grant them bail.
Finding that there is a substantial probability that all 3 defendants committed the dangerous crimes that they are charged with.
Foolio's killers aren't the only ones whose wild moments have been caught on 4K. Foolio's top op, Yungeen Ace, has also been moving recklessly after Foolio died. It won't surprise anyone when he is also arrested for the murder. Yungeen Ace wild moments caught on camera. The question on everyone's mind, with Alicia Andrews cooperating, is whether Ace is finally going to get implicated. No one is ready for the answer. Turns out cops aren't even investigating him. Or are they just saying that to make him let down his guard?
Yungeen Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring that group, those groups. We have people that are always watching them. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about it.
Although that was good news for Ace, it seems like he has thrown caution to the wind and is now acting really recklessly. Just hours before the murder, the rapper posted a now-deleted tweet that seemed to confirm that he knew what was about to go down in Tampa. That boy going the same day he came in, the post read. And hours after Foolio's death was confirmed, Ace released a new song titled Do It. The lyrics of Do It were clearly a diss towards Foolio. The Do It music video made it even more obvious. In the video, masked men are seen shooting another man in what appears to be a motel parking lot, which is similar to where Foolio met his death. But Ace wasn't done disrespecting his dead op. Barely a week after releasing Do It, he released yet another track, Game Over, where he took his self-snitching antics to a whole new level. Right from the start of the music video, it's clear that it's a Foolio diss, as they brandish a bottle of Don Julio, which Ace takes a sip off before starting the song. In his defense, Ace revealed that he had recorded one of the songs way before Foolio was killed.
Man, do it so long. Okay, it was a long time. Because as soon as I seen that shit, I'm like, it's all about capitalizing on the moments. So it's like, I already shot that video like a week or two before.
While the song's intro is disrespectful enough, the lyrics are nothing short of evil. Ace took the disrespect to a new level when he took to Instagram to troll Foolio. While on Instagram Live, one of his fans, or maybe the feds, asked him a question that everyone had been dying to ask after Foolio was tragically gunned down while celebrating his birthday. What did he think of Foolio's death?
Think about Julio dying, cuz.
What he said next shocked everyone. He revealed that he and Foolio were homies, and that he had even tried to advise him to get out of the streets.
That shit sad. Twin, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all boys in the street, y'all didn't leave the streets alone, twin. I'm throwing and shit like that. It's so funny, cause me, bro, like, we cool. Like, we was cool and shit. I was just, so when I was just talking to them, I'm like, bro, you gotta stop the way, bro. You know, nigga love you out here. Like, stop the way, Rich. Like, you know, I fuck with you, Rich. Stop the way.
He also went on DJ Academic's show, where he continued trolling, saying that he and Foolio used to DM each other.
Man, we done DM each other before. What was y'all DM each other? Just be like, hey, bro, you good? Oh, yeah, so check on it.
At one point, Ace tried to joke that Foolio was still alive because he used voodoo.
Oh, shit, I don't think he dead. What you mean you don't think he dead? Shit, he still commenting and posting shit. I don't think he dead or not. Oh, commented and posted something to you, but I think it's somebody running his account. It could be him. Look, he do voodoo and shit. Oh, he probably still here. That motherfucker might pop through the door right now.
It's almost disturbing how much he is enjoying and relishing Julio's death. In an interview with DJ Academics, Ace was asked about his feelings when he found out that Foolio had been killed.
Julio Foolio from Jacksonville, someone that you know, he lost his life. Where were you when you found out about that?
According to Ace, when he heard the news, he broke down and started crying. I was in the bed crying and shit, like, damn, he's out of here. Dude, crazy. You shed a tear. It's like, damn, Mike's so short. It's like, Academics even asked Ace whether he had murked Foolio or even ordered the hit. I mean, some people feel like you were behind that. And his answer spoke volumes, from his hesitation to answer the question to his evil laugh. Something definitely seemed off with Ace as he responded to the question.
People feel like I'm behind a lot. Well, I'm not. I'm not behind. I'm working. I'm grinding every day. I'm grinding. I got a family. I'm working.
However, with Foolio's mom spilling the beans on some crucial information, it may be a matter of time before Ace finds himself in handcuffs. She believes that more arrests are inevitable.
Do you believe more people will be arrested for what happened to your son?
Yes.
So more than the 5 that are on the screen right now.
Son was living like that.
According to Foolio's mom, who has been working closely with the cops, it was a paid hit, meaning it's only a matter of time before someone starts talking and the money is traced back to its source. Do you think it was a paid hit? Ace seemed to confirm that it was a paid hit during an appearance on a YouTube show where he was asked what he had last invested money in.
What's the last thing you invested in?
Another clue that the Jacksonville rapper may have left behind is using females to set up Foolio.
Oh no, you're right, Mike. That's why. Cause look,
yeah, drop your load.
Away.
And I don't think
her son was her main support. She didn't have no more kids.
What's crazy is that Folio's mom, who has been working closely with cops, in her first interview hinted at the same thing. Women being used to set people up.
Women need girls, your friends, and all that type of stuff. They try to set you up.
The craziest part about this is that after 4 guys were arrested for Folio's murder, police reports showed that the killers used a female to get one of Folio's friends to drop his location. Was this a coincidence, or was Ace in on the plot from the start? Only time will tell. So far, only Alicia Andrews is behind bars, and more may be on their way to jail. But as we wait, if you enjoyed this video, you can watch similar content by clicking on the boxes playing on your screen.
Hey guys, so everybody is ditching their car insurance and they're doing this instead.
No,